Welcome to Win With Barlow, the podcast where we turn your entrepreneurial dreams into reality. With your host, Akira Barlow. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of DNA testing businesses. Looking to maintain momentum or ready to scale? This series is your guide to success. Let's get started. Hey, family, and welcome back to another audio learning lesson. It's your homegirl, it's your cousin, Akira Barlow at Win With Barlow. You already know the vibes on IG. If you're not following me, go ahead and show your girl some love on Instagram. Again, it's at Win With Barlow. Got some good reels, some good content out there that I think will be helpful to you. You already know that we are here today talking about DNA testing businesses and what it's like to create a successful entity. That's what we're doing over here. So, welcome back, family. Glad to have you. Today, we are discussing additional services because a lot of you are like, Akira, so this is what you solely do every day. And it's not. But it is, but it's not. All right. So, if you don't know, I actually have an entire mobile non medical lab. And so, in this lab, we offer all sorts of services. So, I'm going to give you a few services that I think will be beneficial. And the point of these additional services is to allow you to be able to see more revenue in your business. You're not just sitting around waiting on just DNA tests to come through. You're actually servicing people who need multiple types of different services. So some days for me looks like 3 to 4 DNA tests. It may look like 3 to 4 drug tests. It may look like 2 fingerprinting appointments. It may even look like a couple glucose tests. So, those are some things that I offer inside of my mobile lab. And so, for you, I got some ideas for you. So, of course, I'm going to recommend drug testing, whether that's non DOT or federal Department of Transportation drug testing. And with that, you're able to do drug screens for people who are truck drivers who work for the railroad, who are a part of the Coast Guard, pilots, those sort of people, as well as just traditional companies. So with the drug testing business, you'll be recruiting people, you'll be getting government contracts, you'll be recruiting actual commercial location businesses, and you'll be offering pre-employment, maybe post-accident just drug tests, right? And so instead of going to maybe a local Concentra or urgent care or maybe even to a physician, you're able to come on site and actually offer your drug testing services. So that's not really my lane, although it is a service that I offer. It's not a service that I really just heavily teach. Y'all know my business partner, Miss Ebony Polk. I got a link in the description box to check out her page on Instagram and also to her services in her stay-in store. So I'm going to put that in the description box so you can kind of check out those services. She and I do tag team drug testing classes. So if you are interested in one, check us out. We do these classes virtually every last Sunday of the month. So it's a very long class. It's very detailed, but it's for people who are ambitious again, because these services are not services that you can just sit on, right? You're going to have to market yourself. You're going to have to get clients in order to make this thing work. Now, just as a cheat code, because y'all know I'm always trying to let y'all up, let y'all in on secrets. You can always just check out the employer-based Quest diagnostics, like drug testing, like training on their website. Granted, it's not enough to get you certified. It is not an official training for like people on the street, okay? It's really just for employee-based people, right? It's not for us. For you to get certified, you're going to have to actually go through an actual class and perform the actual mock scenarios. So you'll be taught how to handle certain scenarios in drug testing, and you're going to have to be able to perform those in front of another certified instructor. And then that person will say, hey, you know what you're doing, I can certify you, and now you'll be able to do it. If you go on Quest Diagnostics, they do have like a training there, and they have like training videos. So if you want to see if it's for you, you can go check those videos out and just kind of take a look at how to actually perform it. And if you are interested in doing it, I will also use that as like my cheat guide, like as a way to just remember what to do, to go ahead and like take notes, and to go ahead and kind of get ahead of the other students. I will go ahead and kind of check that out. So drug testing, of course, is an option there are usually quite a few drug testing contracts out there. So think about that as an option for your business. And this, yes, 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 it can be mobile. Like this drug testing thing can absolutely be mobile. All right. And when I'm saying drug testing, I'm not saying go to somebody's house. Okay. I'm not saying it at all, saying that at all. I am saying like you're locking down actual businesses like trucking companies and, warehouses and, actual businesses. Okay. Notary is also an additional services a service that you can have in your business. Drug and alcohol consortium, again, another class that my homegirl Ebony Pope teaches. A drug and alcohol consortium basically is a trucking, like it is like the setup for a trucking company. So like every trucking company has to have like a drug and alcohol policy and plan and program, right? So you will be the person kind of running like the drug testing and the randoms and all of that, like picking people to, send them to do drug tests. Like you're responsible for all of that. So that's what a drug and alcohol consortium is. You're managing multiple trucking companies, letting drivers know when it's time to take certain tests, and you may send them to locations to get the drug screens, or you may actually perform the drug screens. All of that is something, again, like I told you, Ebony Pope teaches. I'm gonna put the link down, but it's called a drug and alcohol consortium. Yeah, that's what it's called. So yeah, think about that as an option. Of course, it's a virtual service. I think Ebony Pope has like 400 companies under her belt, and they like these companies pay you like a set fee to come on for like a certain amount of time. So they may pay you like 200 books for a year. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not quite sure, but they may pay you a certain amount of money for a year, and you're going to be responsible for managing that for them. So I think it's pretty dope that she has so many drivers and trucking companies under her belt. So definitely check that out. It's a great additional service to add to your DNA testing business, along with fingerprinting. Fingerprinting is quite um like needed. It's quite common, I think, as far as like a service. People need it all the time for government jobs and security clearances, all types of different reasons. So I definitely think fingerprinting is a good service to add as well. It is also a class that we offer here and there. Kind of just stay tuned. It's so weird to try to offer that virtually, I think, but we're navigating it, and figuring it out to try to make it better, a better experience, because we've taught it before, but I just think that it got to be a different way to do it. So, but there are some fingerprinting classes out there. You can do a quick search. The class I took online was like $149. I don't remember where I went, y'all. I'm so sorry. I can't remember the lady's name for the life of me, but I found it like online. It was very cheap, easy. Got everything that I needed off of Amazon, and I've been rocking and rolling ever since. Now, that is for like actual ink rolling. For like the live scan machine, like that's a quite of a big investment. And most people that's looking to get into this isn't, willing or ready to spend, a lot of money. But live scan is something that is, listen, it's really popular. People really need the service. So definitely think about that. And that is something that we also teach and share in the class as well. So far, we have covered with notary, fingerprinting, drug testing, drug and alcohol consortium. Yeah. Okay, cool. I think those are some good services that you can add. There are a few other things that you can add. I don't teach these things. You may can find someone that can teach it, but maybe even phlebotomy services, of course. And then maybe hearing tests, even your wellness physicals. Like if you can get like a nurse practitioner or, a doctor to partner with you where you're doing the physical, like, blood pressure, all that type of stuff. And then you have a doctor actually come in and like do the physical. When I say come in, I do mean virtual. I developed this idea with you a little bit deeper because I'm actually going to be rolling something out like this soon for people that may be interested. But in the meantime, do a little research and see maybe about adding it to your mobile lab. So in business, with the combination of all of these different services, we're able to see profit and we're able to see a pretty good revenue, and it keeps us motivated and it keeps the day flowing as a business. So we're not just sitting around just waiting on people to just book DNA tests. And by all means, you can definitely just have a DNA testing business. It doesn't have to have anything special to it. But I think the bread and butter, like the money is in offering additional services so that you can just diversify your income. That's just really what I think. So do a little research, look up some of these additional services that you may want to add, and think about, adding it and making you some more money. So that's what I think about additional services in your DNA testing business. Ask me some questions if you need to in the comments, and I got you with some answers. Take your time, though. I say when you're adding additional services, give yourself time to develop something out. So for the first, 3 to 6 months, you may be focused on DNA and drug testing, or you may get into DNA testing and then add drug testing within 6 months. Break your business down into quarters and kind of assess when you're ready to add a new service. And remember, no matter what service that you add, you're still going to have to market it. You're still going to have to build that confidence so that you're able to sell yourself and sell that service. So remember that as well. But it is a huge plus when people recognize that you offer different services. Are able to kind of lock down more opportunities. And it's also a huge plus for you because you're going to be able to see more money in your day. So think about that. I'll see you in the next audio session.